You know I love you guys because I'm here with no makeup on. Woohoo! Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I want to start by saying that I am not a professional. I've never done anything like this before. Um, but I wanted to show you what I've learned, and so you can feel more comfortable picking colors for your clients. He is asleep. Baby's asleep behind me, and hopefully will not be making an appearance. But if he does, that's fine too. And thank you. So yeah, I have 3 different foundation colors and 3 different concealer colors. So I wanted to show you how they look on me and how I can decide, what's going to be the best look for me. And also what you can do with samples and what you can do with recommendations for clients. So this is all going to be the Unique Mineral Touch line, the liquid foundation, and then also the Skin Perfecting Concealer. It's all available on my website, 3dmascaramorgan.com. And I just want to show you how it works. So a lot of people, when they try makeup, they try it on the back of their hand, and that's not usually the best place to do it just because it's not the same color as your face. My face, I have freckles. I have melasma, which is like discoloration from the sun. And so I've got discoloration around my mouth as well, and I have, freckles and sunspots. So if I want a smooth, flawless finish, I'm gonna have to find a product that's gonna even me out, and I don't want to have yellow undertones. I don't want my face to look yellow. I don't want my face to look pink. I want it to look, like it matches my skin and also blends with my neck and stuff. So, I've got some really lovely, lovely people here. Yeah. And if you don't have anything nice to say on someone's Periscope, just shut up. There's no reason. No reason. Okay, yeah, I blocked him. Yeah, good times. I'm not even usually reading the comments while I'm talking, but that was a special one. Okay, so the 3 foundation colors that I have in front of me, I have Taffeta and Velour and Organza. And even you can see in the bottles they're a little bit different colors. So Organza is meant for a cooler undertone of your skin. So if you have pink undertones, if your veins look really blue under your skin, if basically that's basically it. But if you look good in blue colors and silver jewelry, that means you have cool undertones. Velour is meant for a warmer undertone, so more yellow undertones. You tan easily in the sun, and you look good in gold jewelry, so that's kind of a warm undertone. And then the Taffeta is meant for neutral undertones, which also means you can either one can wear it. So I'm gonna show you these 3 colors on me, and so you can see how they look. So I am gonna start first. You want to shake it up. Our foundation, you gotta shake it, and I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna swatch it on my face. I am married. Another reason the baby will probably not be making an appearance. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how they look on my hand, and I'm gonna show you how they look on my face, because it is gonna look different. And thanks for tuning in. This is kind of fun. All right, so these are the 3 colors. So this is Taffeta, this is Velour, and this is Organza. So when you spread it out, do you see how that's kind of more pink, peachy pink? And then this is Velour, it's a little bit more yellow. And then this is Taffeta, which is more of like a tan. So you're just asked if you should match on your face or you should match on your neck. The answer is you should try to match on 2 different parts of your face. Your neck is almost 100% going to be lighter than the rest of your face, just because it's not ever going to see the sun as much as your face is. So if you match for your neck, you're going to make yourself look a lot paler than you actually are. So you don't want to totally match for the skin on your neck, because, I mean, can you see the difference right here in my neck and in my face? So if I matched my neck, I would end up looking, not that I want to look super tan, but I would end up looking really pale and maybe not healthy. So, okay, so this is organza again, this is velour, and this is taffeta. And so I'm going to show you how this looks on my face. So I'm gonna do it on my cheek right here. That's organza, and then velour and taffeta. And if you've used these, you can see that they go on a little bit darker and then they dry a little bit lighter. And then I'm also going to do that same swatch on my forehead up here, because the skin is going to look a little bit different. So we've got taffeta, velour, organza. So if you were looking, whoops, here comes a cat. If you were looking at my skin, I'm just gonna rub these in, what color would you say is the best match for my skin? I'm quizzing you now. Taffeta, velour, organza. And there's no wrong answer, so just, you know, shout it out. So we've got organza, that's on the bottom, velour's in the middle, taffeta's on top. All right, so I think we're kind of bouncing between organza and taffeta, because you see velour right here, it looks really yellow against my skin, right? And that is because it has those warm undertones, and I have cool undertones. You can see the pink under my skin. You can see, I don't know if you can see them. My veins are blue. Do you see how blue they are? So I have cool undertones. So the the cool undertone is the organza, and then the neutral undertone is taffeta. So yeah, taffeta actually, that makes me look a little bit more tan than I am. And then the organza, when it's all over my face, it blends really well, but it makes me look a little bit more pale. So it actually, I have been kind of bouncing between the two. I'm sure I will end up on organza for the winter and taffeta in the summer, if that makes sense, because I get a little bit darker in the summer and lighter in the winter. And even though velour is the color in between those two, and you know, on the shade chart, I will skip velour because I don't have those yellow undertones. So velour is probably never going to look like the right color on me because I don't have yellow undertones. Yeah, and so it is totally common, especially in this fall season, to kind of be in between colors. So when I'm talking to a customer, I would usually, if they only want to buy one, I would tell them to err on the lighter side, going into the winter. I have mixed before. I don't want to say just take two and mix them together until you get the right shade, because my customers wouldn't do that. If someone was recommending me a product and telling me to buy two of them and mix them together to get the right shade, I'd be like, well, why can't I just buy the right shade? So I have done that. I wouldn't recommend it to a client unless they were so in love with the product that they wanted to buy both their summer shade and their winter shade, if that makes sense. The brand is Younique, and my website is 3dmascaramorgan.com, and if you can email me from the website if you want help with color matching. Or my email is 3dmascaramorgan@gmail.com. Feel free to contact me. So yeah, so I would be, you can still see it. Yeah, so that's organza, that's the velour, and it sticks out. You can see how it's totally different from my other colors. And then that's taffeta at my hairline. So yes, and you can blend them together. And then you can see it on my cheek here. Organza, it's a little bit paler. That yellow velour is sticking out, and then taffeta looks good. When I put taffeta all over my whole face, it gives me like a glow. It gives me a little bit of a tan. And then you have to make sure to also blend it in to your neck. Like I said, because your neck's going to be lighter than your face to begin with. So if you're using a little bit of a darker color, more of a summer color on your face, it's going to be a totally different color than your neck, and it's going to look ridiculous. So always make sure you blend down into your neck. So that is the foundation. And actually, yeah, I'm going to talk about highlighting and contouring next. So Scarlet is a neutral. So if you're super pale, and you don't tan, you're just pale year round, Scarlet would be a good color for you. So it's neutral. So if cool or warm undertones can wear it. Usually when you're super pale, you usually end up having cool undertones. I don't have the Scarlet Liquid Foundation. I have the Scarlet Concealer that I'm going to show you next. But this is our foundation color matching sample card. They're out of stock right now for presenters, but they'll be back soon. And I would recommend, if you are having one of these, not to cut it up. Some people have said, oh, I'll just cut it up and I'll send people what they think would be the right color for them. But I say send the whole card, because you want them to find their base color, but you also want them to be able to play with their highlight color with the lighter colors and then a contour color in the darker colors. So you want them to have access to all of these, to all of the colors, so they can see what's going to work best for them, and maybe get some more colors for highlighting and contouring, and also teach them how to look at what's best on their skin. There is not SPF in the foundation or the concealer. So it's mineral makeup, so there is some built-in natural protection, but it's not SPF rated. Okay, so any questions about the foundation before I move on to concealer? Because concealer is a little bit of a different animal, if that makes sense. Speaking of animals, hello. Somebody wants to be a part of the Periscope. Okay, any questions about foundation? Okay, so the Skin Perfecting Concealer. This stuff, it's incredible. One little teeny tiny dot, like the size of a grain of rice, can cover my whole face. And concealer isn't designed to cover your whole face. I only know that because I keep using too much when I put it on, and so I'm like, oh, I have to spread this out some more. So this is going to last a really long time, and there's different ways that you can use it. So there are two main ways that you can use it, are to cover up and even out your skin. So like I said, with my dark spots, and like this is a totally different color than this. So there's different ways to use it. The other way to use it is to use it as a highlighter. So to highlight under your eyes, your T-zone, your nose, your chin, for highlighting and contouring. And so you choose different colors based on whether you're highlighting or you are concealing. And sorry, somebody just asked a question. If I use it for highlighting and contouring, you can. I know, the cat is like, I want to be on Periscope. Like, he was determined to be a star. Okay, so but by and large, for concealer, for highlighting or for covering, you want it to be at least one shade lighter than your foundation, to lighten up what you're trying to cover up. So I have 3 colors of concealer. Oh, somebody asked if I use my fingers or a brush. I usually start with a brush, and then if I put too much on, I blend with my fingers. Or if I don't have a brush, I just use my fingers. I just kind of do whatever is available. But I think I get a more precise application with my concealer brush, which is right here. But sometimes if I have too much on, I just kind of blend it in. All right, so my 3 concealer colors that I have are Velour, which is that warmer color. I bought Velour and Taffeta first, because Velour is one shade lighter than Taffeta. Then Organza, and then Scarlet. And Scarlet is our lightest color. So let me just swatch these on my hand so you can see. And you can see how this tiny, tiny bit spreads so much. So, like, you're not even going to be able to see it when I first put it on, and then you'll see how it goes. Yeah, come back later. This will be on my saved Periscope. Okay, and then Scarlet. And this little teeny tiny tube, it seems really small for the price point, but it's gonna last. It lasts so long because you get so much wear out of it. Okay, so see these teeny tiny dots? There's like nothing on there. but it spreads out so well. Like that much can do almost my whole face. Do I use a product? I can show you, yeah, I can show you the powder puff brush method. I can finish my face. I'll finish my Periscope with it. Okay, so this is the velour, which is that more yellow. This is the organza, which is the pinker tone, and then that's the scarlet, which is like just super white. Okay, so I'm going to show you these on my face again because my hand, again, different color than my face. My hand's a lot more yellow than my face actually, which is kind of weird, but that's just how skin works, I guess. Okay, so this is the foundation or the concealer brush. So we'll try it under my eyes, I guess. And I also want to show you coverage right here because that's like the biggest area that I'm trying to cover. And also you just want to know like what your needs are when you're buying concealer. Okay, so this is the velour, and that's like way too much. I'm going to spread it down on my face. And I'm also going to swatch it right here. Okay, oops, that is, what is on this brush? All right, okay, so apparently one of my kids used this for a dark color. Let me wash that off. That brush is not clean. Okay. Cypress Liquid Foundation Charmeuse Concealer. Yes, that's what I would, yeah, that's what I would choose for you. Okay, yeah, this is like, I think one of my kids got into this. I'm just gonna use my fingers. Okay, so velour, let's swatch this right here. Okay, so that's velour. I'll blend it in. Velour. And then organza. And scarlet. And again, you know, if you can do this in person with your customers, awesome. But if not, if you just can learn about what the different shades actually look like, you can make better recommendations. So, and I know not everybody has every color in stock. So, okay, so that's the scarlet. All right, so I'm just gonna blend here, scarlet, organza, velour, scarlet, organza. See how, okay, look how much this covers right here. Like way this is how I end up with concealer covering like my whole face, because I mean I could keep going. I could keep pulling that down. All right, so we got organza like from here to here, and then this is velour, which I'm gonna have to go in on my nose for that. Okay, so for straight up covering my freckles and evening out my skin, this is not for highlighting and contouring. This is like legit covering up my problem areas. Velour, organza, scarlet, scarlet, organza, velour. What color would you say is the best color for me? Anybody? Any guesses? And I wouldn't be leaving this blank on my face either. Anyone? Velour? Organza? Yes. Oh, I love my freckles. I always want them to show through my makeup. This is just, some people don't, so. Okay, so velour, organza, or scarlet. So velour, it evens it out. It adds a little bit of yellow color. But combined with foundation, I think it can draw out more yellow, which is not what I would go for personally. Organza is a little too pink to even out the color and to counteract the darker pigmentation. So depending on the look I'm going for, I would choose velour or scarlet. Scarlet, especially like up here, it's good for like the highlighting under the eyes and brightening. And if I was putting foundation on top of it, I might conceal with scarlet. But if I was just going quickly, I could do it with velour. So yeah. And you can see the difference, like this side of my face, it still has the foundation here, but like that's the discoloration, and then that's it blended in with concealer. So the concealer really, really covers really well, which is awesome. Okay, do you guys want to see the powder puff technique for foundation application? Somebody asked about that. Okay, let me, I'm gonna grab my shine cloth and take off what I have on so you can really see it, see it go on. So again, this is all unique products that I'm showing you. I think I have mostly presenters left on this broadcast now, but if anybody's just tuning in. So see all the redness coming back as soon as I wipe it off. And that's the covered part. See the difference? This is why I love these products. I never wore face makeup before, ever. I was like, ew, it makes my skin feel gross. I don't like it. But these products are so lightweight and they don't make me break out. So I am a convert, and now I don't have to have red, blotchy skin all the time. And I love it. Okay. So I think I've got everything off. I have a mirror next to me, but I'm using my phone, so whatever. So yeah, shine cloths. They're the best. Okay, so should I use taffeta or, well, thank you. Go to my website or email me, 3dmascaramorgan.com. I would love to chat. And yeah, it lasts forever. It lasts until you take it off. Which I appreciate. Okay, so do you guys want to see, we decided that taffeta was my like summer color and that organza was my winter color. Which one do you want to see on the powder puff brush? Or should I do half and half? No, I don't think I want to do that. Any recommendations? All right, I'm going to do taffeta. So shake it. Yeah, I'll do one side. All right, I'll do one side or I'll do taffeta on one side and then I'll do the other side in organza so you can see it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do, since I'm doing half my face, I'm just gonna do 2 drops. If I was doing my whole face, I would do 4. I tried 5 and it was just too much for me personally. So play with it. And you don't have to put the drops on the brush. It's just kind of a snazzy way to do it. You can put it directly on your skin and then blend it. But it's nice because then you don't have it on your fingers. Okay, so I've got the 2 drops on my powder puff brush and I'm just gonna tap it on, see, in places I want to cover, and then you want to buff up and around. I'm going to switch to my mirror real fast so I can see. Oh, I had primer on before I started the video, but I just wiped it all off. So I should have reapplied my Glorious primer. This is a liquid to powder finish foundation. So it goes on liquid and it dries with a powder finish. It is unlike anything I've ever seen before or used, and I love it. Okay, so I think that's really well blended. I've got it under my eye. Okay, so that is, you can still see my freckles. I'm not wearing any concealer. If I wanted to cover my freckles, I would just use more. I would use another drop. And that's my bare skin. You can see all the redness peeking out. You can hear my baby in the background. Okay, so that's taffeta. You can see it's a little bit adding some tan color, and there's nothing left on the brush. I mean, you can't even tell it was ever used. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other half of my face with organza, and then I gotta get my baby. Oh, he's waking up. So again, all of this is available on my website, 3dmascaramorgan.com, or you can email me, 3dmascara, 3D, like 3D, three-dimensional, at gmail.com, and I can help you pick your colors. Okay, this is organza. Dot it on. I promise he's not like sitting there screaming or anything. He's just kind of waking up. Okay, so I'm gonna dot it on. So this is organza on this side. Yeah, people, it doesn't get soaked up by the brush, which is awesome. So you're not wasting any product. It's all going right on your face. All right. I'm gonna have to sign off in a second. Okay, so that's organza, and that's taffeta. Did you see how that gives me some tan, and that's much more like my normal color? My regular skin color, I guess. It's a little bit paler. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Again, 3dmascaramorgan.com. I would love to talk. And thank you for the compliment. That's huge. And if you ever need any makeup, check out my website or email me and we can talk some more, okay? Bye, everybody.